Y'all, it seemed like Spirit is always giving me messages when I look toe up. Okay? But that's okay because good morning, gorgeous to me. Okay? Now I gotta be careful what I say because these copyright strikes is coming through, and I'm like, well, it came through once, and I'm like, what in the world? But I do have a collective message. I did write it down, so I will try to deliver the message the best way that I could so that it does not feel like you're listening to someone read to you, but you can actually get the message and it can resonate with you in a way that's going to be for your highest and greatest good. Um, I decided to shuffle my, how am I do this? I decided to shuffle my chakra deck for any added increase or confirmation to the message at the end of the message, just to see if anything comes out, if Spirit wants to flip anything out. And when I say Spirit, I am talking about, especially when it comes to the collective messages, we got ancestors coming through. We got angels that God has given charge, spirits that God has given charge, whether we identify them as angels or spirits or demons or, and I just feel like those terms, have been given a certain depiction, but we know within ourselves what we talking about. So we ain't got to worry about, people judging us on whether we good or evil or anything like that. But, all kinds, the scripture says that all things work together for the good of those who love God. And we are made in the image of God. And so if you identify God as self, it is all working together for your good. Okay. And so whether you identify the angels or spirits that God has given charge over you as fairies, as angels, as archangels, as ancestors, as ascended masters, they are all coming through they are all coming through to the messengers, those who answer yes to the calling to deliver these messages. It's like they put their message in a pot, you know what I'm saying? And you the job of the spiritualist or the prophet is to pick that message out of the pot and deliver that message to the best of their ability to you as a whole. Okay. And so Spirit knows who is coming to this video, who's not coming to this video, who is coming to this video today, tomorrow, 10 years from now, or however long this video gets to stay up. So you're covered like from every angle. Okay. My job is just to believe and trust that Spirit is giving me messages that is for our highest and greatest good. Okay. And so right now for me, we got mermaid spirits coming through because the mermaid deck called me also. And I got to be careful. I want to read from them, but I'm thinking that that's what gave me a strike one day. So let's just see how this message goes. But the message for the collective, today, tomorrow, this message is timeless. Okay. But especially for the year 2022. Okay, there are questions on the hearts of many people in the year of 22, and you need guidance. And we all need guidance. We all basically need the same guidance. Okay, what do we do? How do we feel? How do we manifest what it is that our heart is desiring? It says God desires to give us the desires of our heart. And if you relate to God as universe, source, self, it doesn't matter. It is the will of God to give us the desires of our hearts. Now, whether our hearts is deceiving us or not, or our hearts is made of stone, it's going to be real hard to be able to know for some of us what our true heart's desire is, because our heart's desire is like virtues of light that reside in the center of our hearts. And so if our hearts is hardened or made of stone and needs to be softened in order for us to get to that virtue in the center of our hearts, then we should not despise that process. You know what I'm saying? Some people think, I know what my heart wants. I know what my heart wants. And you can know what your heart wants, but you need to know what it is your heart desires. You need to know your heart's desire, okay? Because it does not just have human concerns, okay? The heart is concerned with the heart is concerned with your life. The heart is concerned with your feelings. The heart is concerned with a lot of things that need to coincide with the virtues of your heart, the heart's desire, in order to bring the balanced energy of love into your life and manifest from that unconditional love, okay? So anyway, I tried to explain that the best I can. The collective message is to create your own reality, right? If you can, repeat after me. Create your own reality. There are many prophecies. Spirit says there are many prophecies written in the Bible about the end times. There are many prophecies written, period, in history, in his story, about the end times. But Spirit says, tell your story, okay? You can use his story as a rock you build your house on. And how do you build your house? You build your house with your story, your revelation, your testimony, your prophecies, your exaltation, your encouraging yourself, okay? And your senses and emotions, whether it be spirit or physical senses and emotions. And so Spirit wants you to know that your feelings is how you build your house. I know, sound crazy, right? Because we were taught or conditioned that our feelings don't matter, okay? And I understand why we needed to be taught that, because we did not govern our feelings the way we should have. And our feelings were not put to good use for our highest and greatest good. So the power of our feelings needed to be diminished or snatched away from us by putting us under laws, okay, that forbid us from practicing with our senses, okay? They call it witchcraft, whatever it is. We were put under law, and we are not allowed to use our feelings because we are not governing them correctly, and we need to go through the process of softening a hardened heart before our feelings can benefit us by serving our highest and greatest good. So anyway, I'm going off on a tangent and I'm trying to read this, right? It's big, it's written in big words, so don't worry about it. This is not going to take forever. This video is not going to be long, I think. Almost 10 minutes in already. But anyway, so Spirit says, create your own reality. There are many prophecies, and all of these prophecies are true. There are many prophecies written in his story. There are many prophecies that confirm the prophecies about end times. Okay, there are prophecies warning us of doom and gloom. Many prophecies, and they're all true, right? But your spiritual army, or our spiritual army, has a message for the collective brought to this video. And Spirit says, create your own reality. All prophecy is true. Why? Because words are living and active. If you can, just repeat to me. All words are living and active. So if you speak any language, you are practicing word spells. So you knowing that, you can take responsibility for the power that you have and stop manifesting outcomes that you regret for yourself or for others that you put your mouth on, right? So I've been meaning to take that out. So Spirit says your words are living and active, but they don't live and act on their own. They're activated by your feelings. That is how powerful your feelings are. Let's not get into how powerful our imagination is right now. That's why we were conditioned not to pay attention to our imagination. That's why we nullify the significance of our feelings and our imagination, because these are very powerful senses for the magician. Okay? Spirit says you can lie to anyone, but words respond to how you feel. You can do affirmations, but words respond to how you feel. We must protect and guard our feelings so that our feelings align with what it is our heart desires, not what it is our heart wants. Not fulfilling the heart, but the desires that reside in the center of the heart, which is lights of virtue. Poo, poo, poo. Can't wait to just break open that shell of a heart of ours so that we can operate from the center of the heart and not just operate from the heart. Okay? Anyway. Spirit says there are many dimensions, many lifespans, many lifetimes and realities existing all at the same time. Self. You choose your prophecy. And I'm calling whoever is listening self, because we are one, and that's what I believe, and that's what I feel. Okay, my feelings are realer than what's real. Okay, feelings don't have as much density or barely any density unless it is activating words to create a reality that has density. And that's why people say, oh, feelings are not important. Feelings are not fact. Feelings are not reality. Feelings are realer than reality because feelings create reality, right? So Spirit says there's a duality of light and dark. We have light reality and dark reality, and then we have a balanced reality. And I don't know if you can see the little picture that I drew. So we have a light reality, we have a dark reality, and we have a balanced reality, right? And that's just breaking it off into a trinity, right? And the balanced reality is the reality of love, is what Spirit is saying in this instance, right? All of these realities are happening at the same time. Light, dark, and balanced. Some people say gray, correct? You are the magician. Work your own magic and create your own reality, because all prophecies are real and we are all living out different prophecies in the same reality, I guess I want to say. I don't know. Anyway, let me stick to the script. Okay, so we have Earth. We all live on Earth. We all can live here and respect the reality of each person, the prophecy of each person. We have to live here and respect the reality of each person who chooses to believe in and live in. Am I saying this right? We have to respect the reality each person chooses to live in and believe in. Okay? We have to respect the universe other people are creating for themselves while we live in the same universe creating something different. I'm about to explain. So Earth is the reality of hell for some people, and heaven or paradise is the reality for others. So we're all in the same earth, but each of us live in different frequencies, I want to say, based on our words and our feelings, what we're producing, what we're creating, okay, with our words and our feelings, our emotions. We use the term believe a lot based on what we believe. But half of us don't even know what we believe because we're not in touch with our feelings. Your feelings will tell you what you believe, okay? You can say to yourself, I believe one thing, but your feelings will tell you the truth of how you really feel, what you really believe in. So Spirit says that one person's hell is another person's paradise. All prophecies are real. Create your own universe and respect theirs. Prophesy to self, Spirit says. Encourage thine self. Strengthen thine self. Comfort thine self. And live in that prophecy of encouragement, strength, and comfort. Protect your feelings, because your feelings is what activates your own prophecy. Okay, and so you can go to a spiritualist or a psychic or a prophet and have them, give you an idea of what your future is bringing. But what they're in reality, what they're helping you to see is what you are magically manifesting in your own life, and teaching you how to alchemize it if it's not the outcome that you want to produce. Okay, like if I can come to you and say, you're pregnant, okay, and the baby is going to be sick, but what is the reason why you need to know that I'm pregnant with a sick baby? So that you can take steps. Knowing your future sometimes gives you hope, because you can take steps that you need to take, whether it be spiritually or physically or both, to alchemize that experience, to turn silver into gold, to turn lemons into lemonade. It can, and if it's something that you have to accept and cannot change, you just change the things you can by teaching yourself how to accept and love that child unconditionally. But this is the reason why we get words of prophecy. This is the reasons why we, want people to tell us our future, right? So that we can be prepared, and so that we can tap into our ability to alchemize the situation so that it can work out or serve our highest and greatest good. So I finished reading this. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to shuffle my chakra deck, right? I'm going to shuffle it. Let me see. And see if Spirit wants to flip out anything to add increase to this message. You saw that flying, right? So let's see what this says. Soul healing. What does Spirit say? Prophesy to yourself. Comfort yourself. Strengthen yourself. That is how you heal your soul. We have the color yellow, goldish. That represents the solar plexus chakra. It represents the center of your being. It represents your fire. It represents your immune system, if you want to speak of it on a scientific level, okay? If your immune system is weakened, then you can end up getting sick, right? That's why Spirit says to protect your feelings, because Spirit is letting you know that your feelings is what adds the fire to everything else. Your feelings is what has the power. Your feelings is what you need to be taking care of. Your feelings is your light, okay? Your feelings is your burning bush. Your feelings is your fire, and that fire can burn, okay, and destroy. But it can also make you warm and give you life if you know how to handle. You see how she's handling it? Learn how to handle your fire. Learn how to handle your feelings. And Spirit is telling you one step. How do you handle your feelings? By protecting them. Don't watch things or hear things or listen to things that's going to make you feel a certain type of way, therefore manifest a certain type of way that's not for your highest and greatest good, right? So soul healing, a lot of us need to work on healing our soul, healing our feelings, validating our feelings, loving our feelings, putting our feelings to good use. Highest and greatest good use. Now, I'm not going to read that book, y'all, because I don't want to copyright, but I wonder what it says. Let me see. 35 is the number of the card, so you have 8, right? 35 is reduced to the number 8. As within, so it is without. As within, so it is without. So 8 makes me think of the infinity sign, and if you think of the infinity sign, one side, one circle or loop pointed towards you, and one circle or loop is pointed towards the outside. And so as within, so it is without. And the number 8, as above, so it is down below. Whatever you bind on earth will be bound in heaven. Whatever you loose on earth will be loosed in heaven. Okay? And so, anyway, I wonder... I don't want to strike, so I got to be careful. Let me see what it says as far as soul healing. I can barely see. I'm sitting in the dark, always sitting in the dark. I wonder what that means. Balance is what Spirit just told me. Answer my question. 35. It's not page 35. I'm like, what in the world? Card 35. Soul healing, page 102, which is reduced to 3. The Trinity. 102. Okay. So I'm not going to read word for word, but I'm going to summarize the best way that I can. But it's the message says that you are undergoing a rite of passage where things are not working in your life. Okay? Things are not working in your life. Things that are not working in your life is being reviewed. Okay? So your soul holds the medicine for you to heal and knows what's best for you. So I'm not going to read anymore. I can't do it. But your feelings know what's best for you, and your feelings tell you, alert you, of certain things when you're neglecting your feelings or nullifying its true power to serve your highest and greatest good. It's not good for you. Okay. I think this card is... So we have the 7 of Cups. All right. Now, that card just stuck out of the deck a little bit. So Spirit made me pay attention to it, so this is the card. And it was in reverse, so that might have some significance, but it's the 7 of Cups, and you have all these different cups, all these different outcomes, right? But it's in the same ocean, it's in the same water. You got one person, and she gets to choose which cup, okay? She gets to partake, all right? And she chooses the cup with the light. And what did we say? What did we say was your heart's desire? We said that it resides in the center of your heart, whether your heart is stony cold, whether your heart is deceitful among all things, whether your heart is amiss, okay? It doesn't matter what condition your heart is in. Your heart's desires is the virtues of light that reside right there in the middle of your heart. Okay? And she is choosing her virtue. She is choosing what it is her heart is desiring. And so because this was in reverse, it's just Spirit saying, I'm giving you this advice because you're lacking in this area. Or I'm giving you this advice to encourage you to continue doing what you're doing. That's why I read it also, upright. I'm giving you this advice to add increase, okay, because you're lacking. I'm giving you this advice to encourage you because you're doing the right thing, but you don't know if you're doing the right thing because you got people telling you that your feelings don't matter, right? And it is good to listen to people who say your feelings don't matter because they're reacting to you possibly using your feelings in the wrong way or not governing your feelings correctly, okay, or putting your feelings to use for your highest and greatest good and their highest and greatest good. So of course they're gonna of course they're gonna respond that way, and you want to listen to what they have to say. Okay, but you still want to know that your feelings are very powerful, and your feelings is what's causing people to attack you psychically, and abuse you spiritually, and abuse, your feelings, and try to shut down the power of your feelings so that you can stop using your feelings to abuse them. But anyway, that's the message for the collective. Pick up these pearls and rock them, beloved. All right, feel free to share this video with anybody that you think is going to assist them, help them. What else can you do? You can leave a comment down below. You can pick up these pearls and rock them, beloved. And I feel like I want to say something else, but I don't know what, so I'm just going to peace out. Later.